Police called to a father walking his infant daughter is called a homeless man. What?
One day somebody does something unspeakable to someone
What
else.
is this?
Someone you hardly knew. Man, you
Y'all can send regular videos. I know.
do something about it. 'Cause you
This story is brought to
Funeral. If it's your music and you're not in
Magazine
the chat
of all
when we
things.
listening to it, we skipping you. Respectfully. Disrespectfully.
one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew. Man, you do something about it, because you can.
This story is brought to us from People Magazine, of all things. And this is why I say that the old adage, be something, stay something, is the dumbest phrase in America. Chapman Hamburg, he's an artist and father of four living and working in Huntington Beach, California. He's 33 years old and is often found painting and sculpting in his backyard studio or surfing the waves near his Huntington Beach home. His favorite pastime is spending quality time with the family. And he's since welcomed a newborn only a month ago. His
Congrats.
routine involves daily walks around the neighborhood in an attempt to soothe his daughter, the newborn, and give his wife some time to relax.
Right.
However, he never expected to have the police called on him for looking homeless. Hamburg and his family live in a quiet beachside neighborhood on a street located between a middle school and a high school, leading to a good amount of foot traffic.
Tough.
So one morning, the artist was walking his newborn daughter, as he often does, on a route that passes by the street behind their house. She's in her fussy newborn stage, so I take her on lots of walks and I wear her in the baby carrier.
I know y'all can't see
says
that, but
Hamburg.
he's reading it.
He goes on, I go out often in the middle of the night, like all times of the day, and multiple times a day. It's kind of like a routine to give my wife some rest, he says. Now, however, their routine was interrupted as Hamburg and his daughter were returning from their second walk of the morning this April 22nd of this year.
Is he going to show the video?
By then, the family was up,
Okay.
the kids were playing outside, and he started helping his wife, Hannah, clean up inside. Now, his oldest son pointed out the police car parked in front of their house. At first, Hamburg wondered if someone had called the cops on his family, though he wasn't sure why. He and the officer met halfway down his lawn and exchanged confused looks. He was very friendly and kind, said Hamburg, so I wasn't on guard. I already kind of had a hint that there must have been some sort of miscommunication. You think? The officer revealed that someone had reported a homeless person with a baby and found their address after following
A homeless
Hamburg
person
home.
with a baby.
Hamburg with his daughter.
They called the police on a homeless person with a baby, and then they followed them home. Woo, boy, this has got to be one of the dumbest countries in the world, bro.
Daughter, still on his chest, was shocked and embarrassed. The officer explained that
How you gonna follow a homeless person home?
concerned about what they saw and asked him
That
to
makes them
provide
not
a form
homeless.
of
That's crazy work.
identification, which he didn't have to do. He hadn't broken the law in
That's
California.
crazy work.
But he immediately went inside to look for his wallet and tell his wife that what was happening. Hannah was in disbelief and decided to come outside for support. Hamburg says, I was like shaking, and you can hear it in my voice in the video. My voice is just like all over the place, he recalls. I'm in my home. I'm in my own neighborhood with my own baby, and it's just wild that that could happen. It's kind of crazy, he says. Nevertheless, he provided his ID. Hamburg, his wife, and the officer are seen laughing off the situation in a viral video.
Someone called the cops on me thinking that I was a homeless person with a
Damn.
baby. So the cops
I mean, you got the homeless nigga aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? You do got the homeless man aesthetics, my brother. I ain't gonna lie. But I do live in Oregon. And in Oregon, it's millionaires walking around looking like this. You know, that's homeless niggas and niggas with full-time jobs, CEOs, businessmen walking around. You know, you never could tell out here. You know. some people just don't shave. They just got the homeless look, the homeless aesthetic. They hopping in the Benzo. You know what I mean? They starting off in the Range Rover though. Real talk.
Need to see my ID.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Stop.
So she followed me home
Stop.
when I was walking the baby.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
You too nice.
This is what I looked like wearing my Patagonia jacket.
You too nice, nigga.
He's serious. Someone said you were a homeless.
You give him trouble about this for the rest of your guys' life.
It was just hilarious.
I
mean,
you were going for a walk or something.
Yeah, I mean, I do it.
I would. I respectfully shout out to police for being cool, but I wouldn't have. Hey, police. What they say? Like, think right. Be logical, police officer. She said I'm a homeless man. What am I? What am I literally like? You should. The police at this point should pull up and leave. The nigga's walking out of the house. The nigga's walking out of the house, bro. I would have been like, you know what, bro? I don't even need to see no more. I don't need to see your ID. I don't need. I wasted my time and my gas coming out here. Taxpayers' dollars in full effect right here. Gotta love it.
Every like
I mean,
3
you are
times a
wearing your
day.
slippers.
This lady lives, I think, a street over. She saw you. She got worried, so she followed you, and then saw you walked in here.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
I
everything's
mean,
good. Sorry.
That's so funny.
I think it helped that he was just really friendly and really kind.
He was dumb friendly.
If it had been
Dumb
someone
friendly.
that maybe was more suspicious and, you know, was a bit more aggressive and intense, for sure, that would have been a different interaction.
How though? How? So this is what you're telling me. I'm supposed to be calm and friendly and bubbly because someone thinks I'm homeless and they called the police and they followed me home and I'm supposed to be happy about it? Now, I ain't got nothing disrespectful to say to the police, but I'm not giving police no information or nothing shit like that, nigga. What? You see me walking out the house. And he said he didn't have to. I wouldn't have. I told the officer, like, you know, clearly, right, we can see I'm not homeless. You know, the lady's crazy. And probably I would have been on her head, too. I probably wouldn't have been as friendly as her. Because you can't be friendly as some people you have to be assholes to. You got to. I learned very quick growing up, you can't treat everybody the same. You can try. You can treat everybody with respect, and you can love everybody, and you can lock in with everybody. You can do all of that good fun stuff. But at the end of the day, the energy people give off is the energy they are going to receive. You know what I'm saying? The energy you give off is the energy you're going to receive. Yeah, you can recommend your music, but you got to be in here when I react to it. If you're not, I'm not going to listen to it.
Absolutely. That's why it's good when cops are nice, see? Hamburg's dad was a
Crazy
firefighter,
work.
so growing up he was taught
Crazy
to always be
fucking
polite and
work.
cooperative with the police. That's what it is. America, we're indoctrinated to think all cops are good. But after sharing the experience online, some people commented that if he were black, I always bring the race into it, the situation might have played out differently.
I mean, and? Yeah, what of? You right. You right. If he was black, the situation would have played out different. Yeah. A black person probably would have took their phone out and said, "What? Are we going viral?" Yeah, you follow me home? They probably would put them hands up. You like someone is, bro. Where I'm from, I promise you, bro. I promise you. If you follow me home, it's gonna be problems. There's problems to be had when you follow people home, brother. I don't get what people are thinking logically. Logically, you follow someone home, you think there's not going to be a problem when they get home? Or before they get home? What are we thinking now? Yes, it would have been different. I'm a black person, so I ain't going to speak for all black people, but I'm going to speak for me. She would have went viral. I would have took out my phone like, yeah, bitch, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm homeless. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. It's our time to shine. 15 million views. I need it right now. So you damn right it would have been different. It would have been different before the police got there, though. We would have handled this shit way before. She'd have been on Front Street before the police got there. So you're right. It would have been different. Play that shit. Following people home. Fuck wrong with you?
Others pointed out the privilege in being able to laugh it off, making Hamburg realize how quickly people can be stereotyped. It's interesting to reflect on all that, he says. There's so much of that in our culture right now. During his morning walk,
I
Hamburg
wouldn't
was
even
wearing
talking to the
a
police.
Patagonia jacket, but looked quite unkempt with his hair pulled back.
I
over
wouldn't
his
even
bun,
been talking to the
a hole in his
police.
slipper and clothes stained with paint.
We wouldn't
It was
even
hard
got
to
that far. On God.
Oftentimes, he even walks around barefoot and admits he has never thought anything of it before. He's an artist and a surfer. But he says, I'm an artist and I have disheveled clothes and stuff. I'm confident in who I am and my style. And, I've never been to a barber. I cut my own hair. I have no problem with it. Like, I choose to dress the way I do for a reason.
Yes,
I'm
America.
not going to change the way I look because of it.
Do you?
Now, although his children agreed to their father looking homeless, others were outraged over the whole situation.
Of course.
It's mostly weird because she assumed you were homeless and then watched you
walk in a
home
hat. It's
and
crazy
still call the
work.
police.
It's
One
crazy
person
work.
commented.
We live
Another
in the
wrote,
dumbest timeline.
"Parenthood literally has us all looking unhappy."
Our ancestors are looking at us like, nigga, we died for this shit. We sacrificed ourselves for this shit. This is the shit that our offspring has brought us. Yeah, some of our ancestors are going through it right now. Because we live in a very dumb time. The stupidest time in the world. We are living in it currently, right now.
And unkempt. Now, following the incident, Hamburg never received an apology from the neighbor who called the police.
Of course not.
How about that? Though he is unsure of her identity, he noticed her sitting in her car across from his house while he was speaking to the officer. She was waiting for him to get arrested. So I've kind of seen her car. I recognize the car, so I can figure out which house it is. And I've gone on several walks back and forth since then, kind of hoping to see her and just be like, hey, I'm your neighbor. I'm not homeless. Not to be mad or guilt trip or anything, because like my wife even said, hey, at least we know our neighbors are looking out for our kids. Yeah, okay. Although Hamburg admits an apology from his neighbor would have been nice, he is choosing to have a positive outlook on the situation and is thinking of sending the woman a letter thanking her for being vigilant. He's taking the high road. I would like to...
Nigga, he taking the high world. The highest road. Man, hey, bro, you ain't saying you gotta be mean to her, but all this pleasantries, nah.
Outlook on the situation.
Nah, we don't
and
do
is
that.
thinking of sending the woman a letter thanking her for being vigilant.
We don't do that.
He's taking the high road. I would like to use it as an opportunity to get to know my neighbor and to be thankful that she's looking out for our kids or the neighborhood, he says, rather than, turning it into a divisive thing. For me, I'd be pissed off. I get what he's saying. He's taking the high road. Hey, she's looking out for the neighborhood. She's there. She's got her eyes out and okay. But the downside is he's on the receiving end of that. The cop thing, he didn't have to give up his identification. He could have said, I didn't commit any crimes. I'm not giving you my ID. But he was nice. He took the high road because the cop was friendly. And even the cop laughed it off. There you go. The cop wasn't like, no, I need your ID or you're going to jail. He wasn't
Right.
Says Hamburg. But I want to know what all of you think. Would you take the high road? Or would you go to that woman's house and bang on the door and go, hey, bitch?
Hey, bitch!
I want to know what you think.
Why he say it like that? He used to be a pimp, huh? Hey, bitch! Hey, bitch!
Road? Or would you go to that woman's house and bang on the door and go, hey, bitch? I want to know what you think.
Hey, bitch! No, I would have caught her before we got to the house. Yeah. it would have been a lot going on before the house. As soon as I catch on the wind, you're following me. Yeah, I'm on you. I'm on you. Right? Cause I go out, I got my dog with me. Now you got two problems. You got me, you got the dog. You know, you get me, the dog gonna get you. You get the dog, I'ma get you. So you're gonna have to make a quick decision on which one you want out of here first, because it's gonna get real difficult and intensive after that. Because I don't play with disrespect. To me, man, come on, dog. I'm a black man. I live in a white neighborhood, suburban neighborhood. Shout out to all my neighbors. I live around some cool people. But the buffoonery, you know what I'm saying? I keep it respectful. The buffoonery, I don't take none of that. People get out of line, you check them. Especially people who are trying to watch you go home. That's wild to me. But shout out to that guy. He took the high road. He was friendly. I feel like I could ask him for $1,000 right now. He gonna give it to me. You feel me? We need to go Huntington Beach. Yeah, we gonna go. I'm gonna run to old boy. Hey, bro, you a good dude, man. I need $1,000. At me.